Hello and welcome to Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Welcome to all the fire signs. We are doing TarotScopes for the week of the 31st of July to the 6th of August 2023. I have chosen two really awesome decks. I'm sort of like going back to what I call my basics, because the Oracle deck that I've chosen this week is one that is a staple in my collection, and one that I do use quite a lot. And it is the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid, one of my all-time favorites, purely because it is just such a powerful and such a simple deck. So Enchanted Map Oracle is one that we're going to be working with this week, and the tarot deck I've chosen, you may recognize the backs because this is standard tarot, but I have to do everything with a little bit of a twist, so I am using my 100% plastic Rider tarot deck. So it is just a standard tarot, but it is made out of plastic, which means it shuffles so beautifully, and the colors are just so super vibrant. So we've got vibrant here, we've got vibrant there, so hopefully this is going to give us a vibrant week ahead. So let's move tarot out of the way. This week we are starting with the Oracle. Let's give it a shuffle, and let's see what the next week has in store for all fire signs being Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. So we're looking at the week of the 31st of July to the 6th of August 2023, and from the Oracle deck that I'm shuffling at the moment, we want to know what is the theme, what is the significance of the week, what is the thing that you need to be most aware of, what is the thing that you need to be most focused on, and what is the kind of general energy of the week going to be for all Aries, Leo and Sag. Right, cards are nicely shuffled. Let's cut the deck. We're taking one off the top and putting the rest away. Okay, and let's see what we've got. So we've got card 24, which is stuck in the mud. You know, this card always makes me laugh. So we've got a huge big elephant, and we know that elephants are strong. We know that elephants are, really powerful creatures, but they're also very gentle creatures when they need to be or when they want to be. But here we have this kind of mud pool, and as big as the elephant is and as powerful as he is, every time he tries to take a step forward, he just seems to be getting caught in the mud. He's got a little bird on his shoulder as well. So generally, I know the colors are terrible, but as soon as I bring more in, it'll sort itself out. So stuck in the mud, I'm going to shuffle the tarot while we talk about stuck in the mud. So stuck in the mud, fire signs, is basically saying that this week you're going to feel as if you're going nowhere slowly, okay? You're going to feel as if nothing's working the way you want it to, that you're putting in a lot of effort, you're doing everything that you need to do, but there just doesn't seem to be any progress. There just doesn't seem to be any progress, any forward movement. And you know what, that is so frustrating, especially for fire signs who are, we're go-getters. We're the kind of people who like to make things happen, and we're like the kind of people who we enjoy action, we enjoy adventure, we enjoy things working out the way that they need to. So this week we're going to get ourselves quite frustrated because things aren't quite working out the way we want, or the way we expect, and we just seem to be facing challenge after challenge after challenge. So that's not a great theme for the week ahead, except now that you know that that's what's coming up for you, you can adjust your expectations accordingly. Now that you know that that's what you're going to be experiencing, you can almost readjust your plan, readjust your goals and your expectations, so that you don't get frustrated with it, and that actually everything is okay. Right, let's cutting the deck, and let's draw out some cards. It is a little bit of a squeeze again today, because that particular card is quite large. So the first card we have is the Eight of Cups. Then we have the Ace of Wands. I'm trying to make them straight, I'm not winning. Then we have the Six of Wands. And our last card we have, oh look at that, the Eight of Wands. Oh wow. So immediately what I get from this, fire signs, just putting the tarot out the way. All right, so immediately what I get from this is that it's definitely a week of action. It's definitely a week of us wanting to do things and get things done and get things moving. And the stuck in the mud is again reminding us that things are just not quite going to be as great as we want or need them to be. If I look at our first tarot card here, right, we have the Eight of Cups, and it's interesting, we start on an 8 and we end on an 8. So for those of you who like the numerology, that is just something that I am focusing on or picking up. We also have a 6 and a 6, and then we've got the 1 in the middle. So we're starting off with the Eight of Cups, and Eight of Cups is the card of recognizing and realizing the limits that you have and choosing not to engage in them, choosing not to stay stuck in a situation that's not working for you and moving away, walking away. So it's about, first of all, acknowledging that you're stuck in the mud. It's about, first of all, acknowledging that you feel as if you're not making progress, where you feel as if it's just one delay after another, and that you're just treading water and not getting anywhere. And sometimes when you acknowledge that and you make the conscious decision to actually disconnect and to separate yourself from that and to walk away, that's when opportunity happens for you. So even though the theme for the entire week is stuck in the mud, we start the week off by getting that message, understanding that message, acting on that message, and choosing. It's almost like picking your battles, isn't it? It's almost like choosing what battles you're going to stick with, what battles you're going to follow through with, and which ones you're not. And you know why? Get involved in a fight that you know you can't win, that you know is never going to happen for you or never going to work out for you. You might as well say, okay, you know, throw in the towel, give up on that one, and move on to a project or a situation that you can actually resolve, that you can have success with. So that's very interesting indeed. So when we walk away, when we choose to acknowledge the struggles that we want to engage in and those we don't want to engage in, suddenly opportunity strikes. And that's what we have with the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is the card of opportunity. Ace of Wands is saying, you know what, there are so many opportunities right here in front of us. When you let go of preconceived expectations, suddenly the world opens up and opportunity strikes. Opportunity that will lead you to success and take you further. Because that's exactly, it's new opportunities, success, and taking you further, progressing, moving beyond. But it all comes from this. So if we don't acknowledge the stuck in the mud, and if we don't move on from that, picking our battles, if we don't pick our battles carefully and correctly, none of this is going to happen. So this is Spirit saying to us, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag, that be honest with yourself around your circumstance. Be honest with yourself around what it is that you're dealing with, what it is that you're going through. Recognize that staying and trying and redoing over and over and over again is not going to yield you any better results. It's not going to bring you any benefit at all. So therefore, maybe it's just in your best interest and everybody's best interest if you just walk away. Leave it alone. Leave it for another time. Leave it for another person. But move away from that challenge that's got you stuck in the mud, that circumstance that's got you stuck in the mud. And then be open to all these new opportunities, these new projects even, okay, that are going to come your way, because they are full of inspiration, they are full of enthusiasm, and they are full of success. This Six of Wands that we have, the story goes that this person who is riding the horse had to go away on a particular project, okay? So they had to go somewhere and they had to do a thing, whether it is go and fight a war, whether it is go and play sport, whether it is go and you know, do whatever, right? But there was this action, there was this activity, but they had to leave the comfort of their home. So there we go back to the leaving. They had to leave the comfort of their home, go somewhere, do a thing, and now they're returning. Okay, so they're coming back to their hometown. If you think about our national sports players, when they go out of country to go and play sport to represent the country, when they come back, we all generally collect at the airports to acknowledge, to celebrate, to cheer, to congratulate, all of that. And that's what this card is about. It's the return after success and the acknowledgement and the accolade that comes with that. But again, I'm going to repeat and say to you, fire signs, that this is not possible if you do not recognize where you are stuck and choose, consciously choose, to step away from what is creating the stuck. Then embracing the new opportunities that come your way, which is going to lead you, I have to say, like almost instantly to success. But this is not just personal success, but this is acknowledgement, recognition from others around the success. So suddenly when you choose to step away from the mud, everybody looks at you and go, oh my gosh, you're so different, you're so wonderful, you're so amazing. I can't believe the change in you. And remember, this is happening this week, like within a 7-day period. This last card that we have here, the Eight of Wands. I have a story with the Eight of Wands that I always give when it comes up in a tarot reading. And I say to you, if I blindfolded you and guided you onto an aeroplane. You knew you were getting on an aeroplane, right? So that much is clear. You're on an aeroplane, but what you don't know is where the aeroplane is headed. The pilot knows where the aeroplane is headed. Maybe even the hosts and hostesses on the aeroplane know where the aeroplane is headed. Maybe some of the other passengers, but you don't, all right? Everything is predetermined, but you don't know what that is. But while the aeroplane is in the air, you have to stay seated. You have to stay there, and you have to basically enjoy the view out the window, participate in the onboard entertainment and activities, eat the food, drink the drinks, do the whatever is that you need to do. But it's only when the aeroplane lands that you will actually know where you are. But this is you in the aeroplane. This is you in the sky. Things are in motion. Things are in movement. We're out of the stuck. Okay, we're out of the stuck. We are moving. We don't know where to, but we know that we're moving away from the stuckness. So that's what I said was interesting, that we start with the 8 and we end with the 8. This is the one of walking away, and this is the one of arriving. Okay, and we've got two of arriving. So we've got the one of walking away. We're out of the mud, we're walking away, we're getting excited about new projects and new creative endeavors. We are being recognized and acknowledged for that, and that takes us closer to our goal, closer to our destination. So this week is simple. Really speaking, fire signs, this week is simple. Recognize the mud, and the mud for you, I mean, for each one of you that are watching and listening right now, the mud is going to be different. For some of you, it may be emotional. For some of you, it may be physical. For some of you, it may be psychological. It may be related to a tangible thing of a home that is keeping you stuck, a car that's keeping you stuck. It could be a physical thing. It could be a emotional, mental, psychological thing. It could even be, for some of you, it could even be a spiritual thing. But it'll be something different. Identify what your mud is. Identify what has got you stuck, and make that conscious choice to let it go, to leave it be, and to move away, so that you can enjoy and appreciate the good that is coming your way. So fire signs, I'm going to leave it there for you, because I think that is an incredibly powerful message for the week ahead. I'm going to spend some time identifying my own mud. Because I want this. I want this week for myself. So I need to identify my mud so that I can walk away from it as well. So yeah, do comment and let me know if you know what your mud is and how it goes for you. Thank you so much for those of you who do comment. I do value and appreciate every single one of them. And as always, sending much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, fire signs.